So far, we have discussed the concepts of transparent user management. In this demonstration, I will be walking you through the practical application of transparent user management in CyberArk. For transparent user management, the first step is to integrate LDAPs. This step involves creating 4 predefined groups in your Active Directory. In my Active Directory, I have created 4 default groups and also added members into it. These groups are mapped to default groups in CyberArk after LDAP integration. In CyberArk, you can integrate LDAP in two ways. The first is LDAP integration, which is not secure, and the second is LDAP S integration. I strongly recommend using LDAP S integration as it more secure. For this, an SSL certificate is required, which you need to request from your client's team. In my case, I request Domain Controller Certificate Authority. Open any browser. Enter the URL for certificate service. Enter administrator credentials. Then click on download CA certificate. Then click again download CA certificate. Then click keep to download it. Log into a PrivateArk client as an administrator. Open Vault internal safe. In that, click on store. Then move to downloads. Then click root SSL certificate that we have downloaded and open it. Then log off. After that, move to Vault server. In the Vault server, open PrivateArk client, open the Vault, enter administrator credential, open Vault internal safe, download the root certificate which we have downloaded, retrieve and save as, select the desktop and keep it to save. After that, log off the PrivateArk client. Then in the run command, open and type cert lm.msc. In certificate local computer, open trusted root certificate. In certificate, from action menu, select all tasks, import the certificate. Click next, browse the certificate. From the desktop, open, click next. Select as default, click finished. Then import was successful. Click OK to finish. Close it. Next step, to update the host file to enable hostname resolution. In the File Explorer, navigate to the directory C, Windows, System32, drivers, etc. Now open PowerShell as an administrator. Open a host file with Notepad. In the last column, add domain controller IP with fully qualified name. Save it. Close the files. Log into the component server with the domain admin users. Then open PVWA, select CyberArk authentication, enter administrator credentials. In the left side menu, select the drop-down user provisioning. Select LDAP integration. Click on new domain. Enter domain name. Use secure connection. Enter bind account username and password. Enter domain base context. Click next. Select the domain controller. Here we are using port 636 for secure connection. Now create a directory mapping. For vault admins, we need to select a group from Active Directory. In my case, ENH underscore CyberArk underscore administrators. For safe managers, for auditors, for users, so all four groups are defined. Click next. Now check the summary. We are using secured connection here. Directory mapping. Vault admin groups are mapped to ENH CyberArk administrator groups. Safe manager group is mapped to ENH underscore CyberArk safe manager group. Auditors group is mapped to LDAP group, that is ENH CyberArk underscore auditors group. Users group is mapped to ENH underscore CyberArk user group. Click save to. The directory and the mapping were created successfully. Now let's go to user provisioning and groups. Transparent users have been created successfully. Let's verify this by creating a user in Active Directory and testing whether the user provisioning happening properly or not. Move to Active Directory. Let's create an user. Test02. Click next. Create a password. Let's add this into administrator groups. Go to Vault server. Change the authentication method as LDAP authentication. Let's log off. You can see after first logon, the user can able to see in the CyberArk. Test02 user has been created. Now let us check the access to the transparent users and group. Move to user provisioning, LDAP integration, then select the group. A user coming from Vault admins group has add and update users, add safe, add network areas, and manage server file configuration, audit users, and complete full permissions. A user coming from safe manager group has an access to add and update users, add safes. A user coming from auditors group has only audit users and audit logs and reports. A user coming from CyberArk user group has only specific permission assigned by safe manager. We can manage transparent users and group in two ways, from PVWA and second private ARC client. From PVWA, go to user provisioning, select the user or group you want to manage. I select users. In user, select any transparent user that you want to manage. Click on three dots to manage. You can assign to a group or disable the user or delete the user. From private ARC client, log into private ARC client as an administrator. Go to tools, administrator tools, users and group. Select any transparent user or group that you want to manage. Here you can update, delete or add safe ownership to the user. Click close and log off. In addition to predefined mapping, you can create custom directory mapping via wizard in PVWA. Open PVWA, use CyberArk authentication, enter credentials. In a user provisioning, select LDAP integration, then click on add mapping, select the map name, the order of mapping is crucial for the users in multiple groups. For example, if the user belongs to both helpdesk and vault admin, they will receive the privileges of the first listed mapping. If helpdesk is listed first, the user will only receive the helpdesk permission. Choose the LDAP group from the directory. Click next. Add the user template that you want to add. Click save. The custom directory mapping was added successfully. This concludes our demonstration of transparent user management. Thank you for your time.